Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. I like it from Aka on guitar. I can't hear you. Break it down. I want to hear that. Let's go. Come on. Zoom. I want to hear the men. Hermano. Hermano. Zoom.
You at Father for me, Mama Jo. Me mama, good evening. Eba today Ghana news. FDA so. Nokware No Nie. Aha dear. We can't try mama ha. Aha. No krenkwa ne ye can said ye na efata pepepe na ne due. Eya nyankopon adom. Me guests Yewo humble lion home. Because omu nyina cry humble lions because as omumpo enso omo kapa. Emienu ana ewo ha. Inti no Nyankopon de adom asa acha ye na edie ye danase. Ni din ko ana na ase ne ayeyi nka. Ye danase. Se de na ochi bi oheso. Ede ye ebe kasafidie so. Emfoni fefe ye ntentan ya. Ofiti ko tia na ne ho agi efiefiem. Station Bakope. Today Ghana News. Yensa so. Ebi ni baby a osua ye kra abolos. Madam Fubi ne kan o sese ebi kan ye ho de a ene na eye fake. Na mawie no me kire adofo se dwumadie e twagu o Facebook. Eye oba Today Ghana News so o Facebook, Today Ghana News Instagram ene Instagram ana YouTube papa mesrem a monko YouTube nkonkohwe na mon subscribe on my se mahunu niema bebre nti no ye wi a mesa mo amantimi anhwe no mesende amam na makwa akohwe wo da ompem a na wo hwe nti no dwumadie yi mechia adofo nyina ne me producers na mesa kayetiefo say ene me guest a me ne omo bedi dwumadie yi eye Mr. Pon a woye MPP ni Mr. Pon akwaba
Diza. Ya me dio.
Yes. Sabi bia boko de
Jana Roma the next watch modern for no so.
Nyankopon adom me ho ye nti me ma akwaba ba dwumadie yi so.
Me dase.
Yo. Ana NDC eni so a ono so ye Mr. Pabite. Uncle Ben, Pacha want to say. Nyankopon adom me ho ye pa. Hey. As usual. Dr. B in the place to be. Ayo, ye Nyankopon ase. Yo mpacha me ma ka baba dwumadie yi so.
Me da si madiza. Mpacha se wo ye de.
Nyankopon adom me ho ye pa na so e.
Oh, madiza. October yi pa de. October emunsem. Emunsem dosun. Na nya nyina na yebetimi aka. Enti ebi wo ho a yebeka bi na ye di kakra so akwhye fridge mu. Echire na ya ye abeka ho asem na October yi pa de. October munsem. Hey.
Eche kure ni adaka.
Oh,
Amen. Ye Nyankopon ase. Inti na ansa na yebe fiti dwumadie ya se adofo bi ye di ne birthday. Evangelist Richard Pra oye inshiaye so PC, former PC. Honorable, happy birthday to you. Afe Rudolph esoso na watwi a etwa mu niema anhye da ankoyi amano. Odi ni birthday an sese wosan aba benya akwanhia. Rudolph, I wish you a speedy recovery. Na nana hema ahofe ba akopa oni side. Oni size if you say or your hema ahofe ba akope. Madam for pa ene me sister penyin nana also me we show speedy recovery. Nyankopon ensiesie na omo nyina no omamo ahode na mesere o ya ahwe odampa mu kra na ohwe na odi asiso Nyankopon hira mu nyina no nka mo ho nti na no mekan ye topic actually ye tiefo adofo na ye first one no say job opportunities for university graduates is said to be currently not existence. Inti no finance minister ye Ken Oforiatta ene first deputy speaker of parliament Joe Osei-Wusu adodo na afa no Joe Wise ana say Sebio Joe Foolish enye manam kai nkrofo na eka na yi no Anna Omunyina said both urge graduates to look elsewhere as public sector payroll is full. Anna, dear Sawomne say, is there any hope? Say, a face so nanu ya encheye. Ani who say, and crofo bebre ebubu bufa so sa se omo kope edwuma. Aye, security services, immigration and a fire service, omo kope edwuma aye, edwuma baako omo ye, omo bufu faso sa intina Ghana Security Service no fire service and immigration services witness another overflow in recruitment processes. Into the job opportunity ya den into ade a omo no job adwuma no omo kra do se omo koya na ebia na eni ho ntina ama omo bu fa so sa no we ni nsem a ekeka ho ene say yes, there seems to be an emergency or no bill syndrome in our judicial delivery system. Into say obi bi kokoda baby a na aban ne ho kokokemu a yes mano bill into no eno so ene ensem a ekeka ho ne de efiti na awotwi echegum se nananu said the original papa no ni nyina no ene de keka ho ye bobobo ho bia ewo afidie so nti no yensem rekra no ye beto nsa afre mebra Mr. Opon na waba na mabisa no efe ne sen de ekoso owo ememu nti Mr. Opon, is there your first topic no me ma kwan ama what the catch yard of for we are now the question not to any.
And you about my show TV.
My show.
No quarry, I me about my shows in Chevy, Antina, my show, na come on. That was Yabano Quarry, a program is so named Ray. The Dicam Fanchi more than comma the first gentleman of the land, Nanado Danko Kufuado, or then be a Chim Mahamadu Baumia, Jumason or Mobo or Mangana, say or Mangana, Bibia Betty Mayakra Behe, Nana Medentia, if we Germany, Emma, Machiana, Nana, any party from paying for you, and Name Bamia Germany has a Medentia, so can see a comma, your branch chairman. Reverend Alessa Champon, as I bring Minoka say, or Ghana, and the vice. Any party from paying for I or Germany had say. And me Berlin chapter for so. Menim said, Donna, enter mobile journey and made in Chakache pa a mammo. Or Madaji, a said, our party, you may be home. My dear Messad and Chakase Swako, oh, me free or Ghana, me tell me crew for Yantua. Michiami Kurumfu in a Quabri is constituency. Executive Sewoon in a MP, Honorable Francisco Tim Mensa, enemy MC, Pukuajima, assembly members are confirming. Medentia Kessia Comomo says Sabria, ya confirming MC, the Omo Modiana, Noma, Employee or constituency or no, you better Naya to Chuno, breaking the 8 in Ghana for so etimi at so. Imadiza me de enchiama ebisi wa si
yo ene na medase nti no said question no etie no medical ebisa say na yesi na Ghana no yeni bibia debia je say ye kokosalai na ya ye wenti na anu ya na nsane ne ya na waye yi na na nsane ne ya ni pabu ebufa aso okumase ene fire service ha ewo kumase ha baabia ni pabu afaso na say die na aban no ene Ghana nyina ye beye edi afa ho se beye asa na emayi esu betwa efi say yes government payroll kra no eso aye manisa inti se so aye man dia ene na die nti ana wo say eba ne sei inti ne dia na aban oya afa ho se be ya sa ne ma ne nyina ato betwa enkrofo bebre pa adwuma enso yes aye ma inti omo ne ye de omo hye hen efa
ya imadiza medasi question awabusa enanyumre finance minister Kenoforiacha wama Ghana youth nyina ehu se Ghana payroll no ayefu na ayefu no se ye various services a ewo Ghana ha sei no yemfa enipa ewo ina some normal ekoso no mpanyimfo na omo service nim no ebi mu retirement ebi mu retirement or enya fresh people emo mu bewuram se be ya Ghana other services na den omo betima about the normal level enti ade a wo na no atwam no enya de foforo bia ade a routine ade a da bia na den ekoso all the services ni service immigration police service and na enti enya foforo na yehu ye no na se de menu na hu ye nipa na ebo chenku de ekọ ho ne kire adwuma sem a da bia na yaka ho asem wo manim no na ye dika ebra ye ba 2016 ye kan sem bebre e ma omanga na fo nyina hu se de adwuma sem e wo manim na e wo fom ye have be on kufo fa Ghana free from 2000 na ye de bedu 2008 na ye free senka Ghana fo betima to so a ye change aban ne setan ye nua no be fa ye no ba bi ye no o manchima ntoa so anye ne se de na ye wo se ye no no na wo se ye company for 2020 no na na do kwa kufo adon ni MPP amanyuko ye magana fo nyina agidie se de ye ba ye be create jobs ama ye youth nde chimi youth atimanya adwuma ye ba so ye antiana ye de na kwa de ba ye for over 100,000 people aiden asabe no ebi mo nya special place aiden omu ye adwuma abrame no kasai ye ni say government payroll no say the finance minister kan almost 60% of your sika your taxpayers money na aiden ye do almost 60% etu adwuma ye foka enti na eye advice ana finance minister edim chimi youth na omu wie school ni say who wie school a who are finally or university no na as an individual no e be best say wa obetima ye creative na watima ye de wa watimi di dwumadie bia ba a wo free say ebetima boa ama Ghana ye de Ghana atima koso na ban na atima so wase enti na ye advice awade mo no wo bia obefa advice ni bia no ebetima boa ne daachen ama ono so hu say bia advice a finance minister de edema no na de boa no enye say bia na odeka na aban so aye nhyehyeye a ye de ba beboa the youth no within this COVID period no ye de obatampa care obatampa care na den ye nhyehyeye a ye de ba beboa the team youth nyame aduma imadiza 17 November ye be ready the budget for this year ubehu the outline nhyehyeye a aban yaye a ye de ba beboa the team youth no in terms of this COVID di no challenges are other countries in United afam no then Ghana so ye part because na ye nyina a national pandemic and e bae aye nyina affect ye na aman nyina no nye dudo na nyina na timi recover ye asad now no still na bi mu da so ho kire o ba ye o Ghana de nyina timi hu say den aban na timi manage COVID ni ye ama ama sabe no bibia ya stabilize the economy no ama bibia ekoso entima diza finance minister asema na o Canada no or advise the team youth no more to na mopa because who leader na leader advise so say then who ultimate ed wadwin eye bibi na ban ne so wase a because MPP as a party no you believe in private partnership business in the ankwankwa dwumadie na den ye gitum enti ne de one district one factory buy no who dwumadie bi si wani so na den one district one factory o come office why den omo be so was na dwumadie no wo di bibia to nkrata so wo ye proposal de mo na omo free set twasomu a aban ne be so wase ama wo so wani so de hunu atima bam enti imadiza we no kan no pa na ye nwan wan tresi ade na mfa baabi anye no propaganda na wo panyi yesi panyi wo fi ade Imagine that was to mom. Yes, penny of fear,
penny of fear, oh, yeah.
Enti eye foto na wade ma yenuanu mabunu na me no me ye mabunu na me wo sa program na se bia anka meda papa na se se watuma futupa because se Maisa yenuanu babi ogana omu wie school ache obi aso opa ban adwuma ye ko be 5 years 6 years omu da so chifie abromu maame no omu papa no ne da so twaduanu mo mudi ba e bia na wo wadwigo ni tirima wo start bibia se pochi from bibi kwa pochi from kakra no be sapia obetima ayede obetima kwale for one district one factory ayede am yetime discuss kakra ba djuma dia wo ye etima boa ne kakra no bo say de watimi apagam say farming ana wo ye say ye broko na wudua ukoje landa obetima ayede obetima dua bro ni bigger acres ayede government be so wase enye obi na betima ye adwuma ewo office ana say ben adwuma ana say ba we individual say we youth no we school and trust say be open adwuma ye ansa na wonsa ko ano work it bibi na work so na nin kukrata so because ultimate for ano fafa enkoka de nkyere ayi one district one factory ultimate come off say bibi wo tirim abraham phantom krata so e wo so de ko to krata so na payifo ditum e payifo ditum no mo firi sa de abeboa oman no na atimaboa so a omo be so wase ama bibia so ayede atim ayekama ti Imadiza enye se bia finance minister no kan sa keke se de meka no ye de obatampa ke sa obatampa ke no eyade a eboa ye timi youth no ama economy na eden economy are very very strong ye de 100,000 Ghana cedis that's the seed money ayede se obatampa ke nim eno na eba beboa ama all the sectors ayede achicha pansam ha ye youth no betima ayede solicit for funds from that sectors na eden etimi aboa omo be kwa agriculture sector omo benya bibi kakra because Imadiza said the enyere ni Ghana obi wo ho a o idea wo wie school idea o ya agriculture e university hu be hia so ono betima setup bi but woni me fans woni initial capital bi a obetimi dia yesa obetimi dia hyesa ansa medwuma na se yesa sky ya katu we no bibisa no ne yede ukona initiative awo eboa yebetima ediska ni bia ma ama wo dia kwakoye sa adwuma die no yaban ni susu ya wo yesa bia you bia betima nsa akona no na yesa bia fi bia besu bia no ni chen se de ye hu no enana nsa etwam no enye sa na epe no na aban bia eba twam nkomo yesa bia aka menye so se bia ede kanipa dodo sa ede ebedi kiu so se de bia na ede ye go for
na samo sumusi mu achenti mo ye ne ntem aka mo anu ha ana meboa
Nokware yesi mu ache na se de American bibia na ento boase o startia ye so o starti bro ha so no ani ye kokko ye ba ye no first 4 years no mo bebre ho a ye second term ya ba Imadiza unim nyina ba ya adwen se afene ya de afene ya wura the 10th month o yes Ghana for start kan ho ye ntwam 1 year kra enti ye hyase ne de ye be ye akwakosi awieye na Ghana for so hu se de ye nyese bi da bia na ye de ano ya no keke ana ye ka ye nye amanyoku bia da bia na ye de ano kaka na bia ye bibi foforo ade a ye ntimi nya ne ye nka se me no ka sai obata pake no Imadiza obetima gogo wo fun so sesi anu ahwese ade America na ye no ana se nya no kra e ade a e ba bebo youth no 17 November ye beje che ba be reading e solely for youth policies are ade am be ya that be no
kadia Mr. Pon kadia ya amokana ne ye no so de no so yesenonko yesi anu e de bobosi enye no a na ye di twia
Imadiza ende no kra eno de minua ben ba no akra no mo party no omo sa de no omo fe na MPP de se de da bi enim no eno ba bebre kan no minim so obetima ka bibia ye kan ya ye ba ya asad na ye ntimi fa ye nsan kan ya eno ka be me de ba me de minim ni se
350 schools no wanye
Pato dia
350 SHS no, starting from the scratch
me ye me submission last time me catch you say ya daji na emma adwumayfo nko all the secondary schools no ne hwe edan a na do anya fe na ye kosi school ni foforo se ne ye kotu school ni din o yes all the secondary schools I wo Ghana nyina no ya ye project e wo ho omnko kan no mo meka nchire project do ya ye all the secondary schools ni pe 200 block schools no mo kan say ben ye de na ya ye na Imadiza Yeah, the idea, you can't want them. Ghana, Mamu, he say, and from another Ghana for idea to me, Yanka, because Ghana, they say, no, or be able to read in between the lines, which you make you be antro, just because I be a opportunity. A team of these are sanity. Now, you work in for Yata and Kolana, Sada, Omuna Konya, so Musiano, a idea, Omugan Fasu, dear, a free, the commenter, finance minister, Ekayano, because what the former Babian, Rachibian, Oberco, the Nebuaka Comano, because in my desire, Minun names a Ghana, a Juma Sam, and no so, sir. Yenya, a woman on eno, Minya Benjamin Pakawa, Uncle Juma dear, a woman on en, a door so chain a banyuma. Uncle or Mobile Mojumano. By you come Ghana and you unita, or be a Pabajuma aye, or be a Pabajuma, Ghana Suni, your tax, Kakana, Chimikia tax, and also almost 60%. Yet Ghana Juma Foka. A Tima Diza, a Quamba Suma, and Befasua, or Betima, or Betima employ Nipa, a Becca Kayabako, Bobo Siana, Babetia, Juma Foka, and Tinaya, your foot to a more, Anna, finance minister, Edin Mayan school for Sabaya, almost say, almost Yasano. Who square so baby asio first and now my no papa na tomaudi because who go school as a mammy go school ya must cash go to ba who be dia one na obesha brabo na se etu omo baby ase no omo hia afutu omo odin say afutu ede say na omo dia ba be bobra eno ma wani ye den e wo brabo ima dizi brabo na ye hu ni sa no wani ye den a unchimi mu brabo no unchimi Oman Ghana so ye developing country, ye developed country, ye developing country. And who have future any in the consistency. And I what you must survive Ghana. And can overata there. Becca can almost the neighbor of a commando, self future or the man colano. The actually been one way then, almost the neighbor of a command said there were 2 months to pa, a penny of your so day.
Mate. Medase pa inti se Uncle Ben wo hwa. Yo se Uncle Ben wo hwa oba betua dwumadie isuso amaye. Uncle Ben. Se Mr. Pondie anka me ka kire ne se bibi ba ye se nana no ana papa no anka omfi me. Me pa cha betua adofo na eja. Me pa cha se question no te.
Uchia obiano media mechia eyi akokrano na machia ebinum se eye nanano na se nituo ebe ka kire ya asembia emre bia atwem se ye president otu kwan a or per se or jari. Na nkrofo bebre didi na tem ni de kika nka ho. Na afe na yati ase adekrontia ye wo flight no mu a ya fufa nkrofo abehye flight no mu a na ye wie edi a ye be ye wo flight no mu a etese ye jari. Afe na ye ti ase. Enti eno no yedi ma obi akwaba ewo fidie su ma hu se nankasa menua odi mechi Jonah wonu su ewo program nu so a wo hwe mi mana akwaba mi ya inkrofo bebre a mo hwe mi from all angles madam fufo bebre emre no nti mi che omo nyina abom na president Mahamasu mi pese mi kachire ni se okunu enye onunku di amanfo aka afa ne ho no nyina no wonu de wontena se no hwe amanfo si DKM ni God is love onu ni miyiri na akobu sa bank no de sunche sa eye men's gold no aba ewo nanamre so omu kan se ni government eye kesi dodo yen hu bida nanado ba ye no wa be breaki not only Ghana record but the whole world. No country has been able to take on board over 120 ministers. Wa be breaki sa record omu ka kire ni say ono no oye family and friends wasisa ne busuafo abegum Nana Addo baye no wabe break his record no omu koso a ka se ono no ye friend no papa no ene sa papa no wabenyi akoye akokora no yasansi no akonya ye friend no se Nana no enti eno no ye de bechia obia na yama obia akwaba ewo program no so na medamfo opon michiano bebre madiza wo ka se opon na eba no na me ka se kojo opon kruma na beba be me de se we na waba michiano bebre na ninsem no okan bibi se omu pese omu fa amanfo a omu ni initial capital enye sa
Bachai.
Omo ye pese ye hwe omu because afi na omu sha brabo ase. Is that not the case?
Yes, please.
No to e no si nsem a omu ka no enye omu anu keke e na omu de ka. Enye omu anu keke. Mi pato ansa na omu beba aban mu. Omu 2016 manifesto ni title change an agenda for job creating prosperity equal opportunity for all. The omudi ba aban mu no that time no na ni ho. So I want to believe say it is not the issue to do with COVID. Change an agenda for jobs creation, prosperity, equal opportunity for all. Omuba aban mu na yehu say equal opportunity for all no. Nana Addo nko an de busuafo a wasisa gu of ni government mu. That equal for opportunity for all no died instantly. Omuba no, it was clear that certain banks were struggling. And as a good man of economy, what you should have done is to find innovative ways of rescuing them and keeping them in business. Omube collapsing all these banks. Microfinance now were collapsed. Radio stations were closed down. They have not thought of the effects that they are creating in the society. Na yenka wen na enwie no hwe de Nana Addo ekaye in their current year omudi ti aban so. I would like to quote what Nana Addo said in their manifesto 2020. He said, and I quote, "We have put an end to Unemployed Graduates Association, which was such a sad feature of the Mama years, by creating NAPCO and several other job creation initiatives targeted at the youth." End of quote. And this is what Nana Addo is telling us. They have been able to put an end to Unemployed Graduates Association. Now, I say Unemployed Graduates Association, any day. Unemployed Graduates Association, we know that it was a wing of the MPP. Uko universities on more TESCON. And out of this TESCON, they created this Unemployed Association just to paint the government bad. And consistently, during the Mama era, they featured so prominently to make their voices heard. And with the coming of the MPP, they went quiet, as if there is no more unemployed graduates in our system. But you see, if you run a country on lies, on deceit, on propaganda, the recruitment exercise will expose you. This is the government. Omaka Chireye said they have created 2 million jobs. The president said it. The vice president said it. Nanabi is on record to have said it. Now, Mesra Amanfo said, Yanya Botre say, upon Air Kachireye say, they are not here to just come in some keke. Muntie, the general secretary, Eka here some years back. Mipacho, Mr. Adi, but this 1 minute clip, Emami, now upon Kasa 1 assume. Mr. Adi Sauti Emia.
I meet you. If I try it, you.
Yeah. Makache, Mr. Sex, say one ball clip be mami. Na me fanya me point be.
Okay. Any I would ya kasana or the two swana eja.
Exactly. One. Eya omuba na omusi omubeye obatampa omubeye napko. The reality is that napko a omuka ho asem after its creation October year womi. They are supposed to exit the program. It has matured because lifespan ayedima asa napko is supposed to mature this October. Bisa omu say, what is the exit plan? They don't have any backup plan. They don't have any exit plan. We told them from the word go, say, NAPCO is something that is a stopgap measure and that you are only postponing unemployment.
There is no way. MPP are buying. You better not have. You need a ton chain. If you say yen, you say better about Muhobi.
Here is a case. Omeka say MPP are buying. Programs are already available. Ghana will have to import workers from outside to make up for the job demand. Is that what we are seeing? And he said, if your phone that can have no occasion say, and you are one of it, and a movie Casa, you design say, yeah, and you Casa General Secretary. How do you juxtapose this with what you have just today? And then this year, people of Montasa, as at the time, they were saying that they have created 2 million jobs. As at that time, statistical service, unemployment rate at Ghana was less than the figure they were quoting. It was hovering around 1.5, 1.6. So if you said you have created 2 million jobs, what you are then telling all Ghanaians and the rest of the world is that there's no unemployed people in Ghana, because per the statistics, and that data with what you are telling us, you have created more than what is available. But these are all lies. As at the time they were telling us, say, Oma created 2 million jobs, Ken Ofori-Atta came to Parliament in the mid-year budget, and you look at paragraph 140. And this is what he has to say. I quote, Mr. Speaker, I am happy to report that a significant number of jobs have been created since 2017. Available data collated by the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations indicate that 3,276,380 jobs have been created. So Ken Oforata is telling us 3 million jobs have been created, whilst you find the president and his vice telling us 2 million. So which is which? You see the discrepancies. So all that they do is to churn out lies, deception, empty sloganeering, propaganda, thinking that they will wound Ghanaians into believing say boy Jumabi. But you see, what is very sad about this recruitment exercise, and he said, I can tell you that this is a scam. This is a scam. Someone will say, well, catch or say, in Crawford need capital to start with. Exercise here, El Kosui. Can you believe, say, forms are exercise? No, everybody is paying 100 Ghana cedis for that forms.
Wow.
So 100 Ghana cedis, no. So 100 Ghana cedis, no. Just imagine the people who have massed up there and make a head count of 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Meanwhile, that money is not refundable. What they tell you is that Omusi, who was stretch marks, you are disqualified. If your ear piercing more than one as Oba, you are also disqualified. So them akra who ko ear piercing disqualified. Yes, who or tattoo which is visible and also disqualifies you. Now, stretch marks there. Obi what stretch marks are disqualified. It's not from the person's making. And no than channel. Madiza, Nyama be esru. Omusi mmema nyina 1.73 wo height. So we are below that as obema yemfa obasu 1.63. If you are below that, you are not. So you ask yourself, say, in Shisheya Wohoi, the height issue, no. I was thinking, say, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Yes, see, Ghana Armed Forces, it comprises the military, the police, the customs, the immigration, the navy, whatever. All these people are the Ghana Armed Forces. Commander-in-chief Nankasano say yeah, the height, the measure no. Madiza. So Sadia, Commander-in-Chief no say you know free who. Because I don't believe you will pass this test of this height. Yet Ghanaians are being told who near to a particular height yemfao, who or tatua yemfao. The ya woman say if you have any yemfani says scar. Say wapra bia ye who say wapra why operation be or surgery be, it also disqualifies you. And what I'm saying, they are verifiable. Enti in Crawford no banu omu aji omafa omu 100 Ghana omu nebie onu ankasa de kan say all these people don't have even any capital on them. They are now struggling to make ends meet. Na ye catch or say who was stretch mark and I say who piercing mienu instead of baku. But when say ye to abano, mysteriously we found police people with
With the yeah, everybody saw it.
How did they make it to the police? Look, I'm telling you that this is a scam. At the end of the day, the small opportunity which is there, the MPP MPs, their ministers, the political party leaders, they will go and push their own people into it. The whole place will be choked with people from the Delta Force, from the invisible force, and these people, they will find certain ways of telling them that you are not qualified. Your friend is saying double. 2 weeks training at Asituari, and then he became a national security officer. 2 weeks, unprecedented. And some exercise here, it is an exercise to milk the people who are poor, looking for jobs. They are milking them, collecting monies from them, putting them into this just an unbearable hardship, struggling for space, all to no avail. And MPP for Beba, no mabe as an becatcher say, in Crawford Bebrea, one way, or more employer, and that they have employed millions of people. Meanwhile, nipa mienu keke, the sort of applications that you see. So this is a clear testimony of a failed government that talks so much, promises so much, comes and writes so much, and there is nothing to show for. Because there are no all kind, it has been captured or Obatampa. Whilst before you came, you made us aware. So you were coming to create jobs and make prosperity for everybody. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, in Crawford said space. First on the list, Yaosafo Mafu was the first to come and tell us that government space is so full and that people should look elsewhere for jobs and that the public sector is full. Meanwhile, on any mamieno, one, he had a place for him as SNIT. The second one, he had place for him at the National Communication Authority. But Woody Obeba Bekachero said the whole place is choked, is full, and there is no place. This is what is going on. And it's our exercise now, it is like what is happening at the airport, where they are collecting people $150 and pocketing it without any transparent accountability, nothing. This same thing forms here or motor in 100 Ghana city for an applicant. At the end of the day, you better when him say when him and yefe enti coffee height na yedi beye ejuma anka say yedi call presidency so na yedi call presidency ya say some people have to step down. And on that note, say me the best here.
Yo, me da sepa intino, Mr. Opong. So Mr. Opong or on be my final conclusion ewo topic in this so.
My dear Dasi. I'm free say me aben no oba beka omo time NDC. The fourth Republic now 2009 to 2012 omo nana etie banyan so omo akro na na sa 2013 to 2016 na omo akro na na sa tie banyan so ba oba na nsema me kan nyina no I say oba be propaganda ka oba no say employment me make us creating up enti NDC for no within 8 years
na kono ya say ebe and this month ya
imadiza ana mekan abanya de adwun kese nam no ebe ende no ye won hihye na meka say 17th November ye ba be ready budget minia Benjamin na no wo beba nanum na yi no trainees no enhihye aban no ewo mo no ye hie fidie no so bi ma ono aka ho asem ye no ye nye bibia sa ke ba de me pesa me kan say
nya me nsuaso
yeah de me pesa me kan say NDC aban ba no from 2009 to 2016 omuma ye one social intervention policy a omo de ba ya ebo youth in terms of employment enye da bia de obi dia ba o ye no ana omo be condemn omo hia so omo ba ye de ke so omo ntimi nya bibia da bia no obi nya bibi na foto mra ho no omo meka ho asem ba omo de omo nka so omo de bibi bada minia Benjamin ba be bata omo ye one a year intervention policy omo ba ye omo de be bo youth in terms of employment na ye nka ho asem enye ntro na da bia no omo ba omo be di no Ghana for so omo brand this for ne ntro na minia ben ka say yaba be gun enyuma DKM Godislav imadiza NDC for mpanyimfo a hihye sa microfinance we ase omo kwaji seed money scanner omo de ko bie bank ni wi no omo say scanner film customers ne ko so omo kwaji omo sika munye scanner ma omo asaban ne dia na wo se egusa ayino microfinance nyina ni ko mo nyina bom ema ne ba ya de yenti omo sika ma omo fa kwampa so de etin ayino microfinance ne yeti omo sika ma omo eti unima mamuo na amamuo papa ba ne ye kiro mu de ekwan be fa so a ubetima esebu sika obabi papa enkase yagu banga no yese Ghana hona ni okọ bank so okọ akwaje ni sika ne sanka ni sika yemfa kata so mumu aso amamuo bia entra Ghana na yenuanom edi sika banga
me pa Mr. Pon na men's gold so omon sanka o sika no so men's gold de president and
men's gold no ya aware say omo register under Bank of Ghana o ya aware ubetima gogu sesi ya omo nya under Bank of Ghana
o ya aware na enye me pa cho me de menya aware ne se me kra no mi omo sika ni bia mi wi a me ko Google na ma hwe me pese me ka asem
imadiza me ka sesi ya ubetima hwe omo nya under omo register me pa cho ubetima mo me
say me pa cho me mo wa wie se emre no e wo me ha ana me hwe nti no wona wa kofa abanti ma ka bibia na chese enye we men's gold die no on say ye behu pictures bi oni o mampanyi twae nti me na me wo say scan bia ka me de be kwa akoto ba me ka ye mre bi abese na twam die no nti me still amanje andi but enkrofo bi hu yan say oni o mampanyi kotwitwa pictures ano first lady so ni way no ya kan saying ni NGO no san boae nti nkrofo bebrebe nya agidie wo mu se oh ene we die enti se dada no bi enti se de abese na twam no wahu de me chenti na nkrofo de omo eto so nti we ne de ye ni se omo register omo register omo ye advert ne ye omampanyin na yire nti wo so omampanyin twia wo pe o mpe o
imadiza program na ye
pacho koso na emre na medibia ka ho
medase imadiza program na ye no amanfo dodo na ehwe ye pa nyame ni nufeni o ka se namwan na oni president akufo atwa picture Rebecca so eye program ko opportunity yentie ni sika na mawa me no de adwen a enye efo kura na omutie no omo no ye adwen wo sa de na wo kan ho imadiza enye ye enti madiza madam fu din ebeje bosia wo be ka se madam fu ni ntu mfani out about me na this kind of man what be that
adam for nya adam for keke wo de mi kasa bi wo kasa wi a eno no mesa abaso no mayi anu nti me pa cho kasa me pese na
eye financial institution anana na one operate enye family institution and as a friends institution financial institution and operate enti wo a woni be kwakwa business bia no also we make sure say registered institution in terms of any default to be an sabe sika one make it cross check no na wo de sika kwato ana say wo de bibia kwato na wo nsa anka eno nkire say na mo any president atwa picture ana say woni Rebecca business nti eno nkire say wo nsa be ka sika na na do den kwakufu ado Ghana sika no wo ba ho ban enye say bia sika no bibia no atamama no onye registered under Bank of Ghana oni hu kwan say odi ne sabo Ghana for sika so de kwakotia men's gold cost sika ho eti minia Benjamin asema o kan is not here or there register under Bank of Ghana bibia ni ho aka na do ko seska no akochia dada by mremu no won't even find the taxpayers money enkotua ska then any kwase oditua enti ndc for mu ni bibia kan no mo mi oma no because ade no mu ni ho ma che no mo mi oma no na bibia etima koso imadiza said the na make na adwuma ndc for create ye no Minia Benjamin omo the me person chance from 2013 to 2016 Nanado Danko Akufo the about 2017 no video na Benjamin boy say yes ye be solve unemployment situation no ye ba ye dodo a ya fa omo ye hwe nurses dodo a ya fa omo e wa adwuma teachers because of double hire de ba ye nti teachers a ya fa omo adwuma manya sam ketwa from 2013 to 2016 NDC for make say omo beka che baby omo for teachers and nurses omo meka che baby omo ko for teachers and nurses e wo Ghana omo say de omo so omo freezing problem because omo de Ghana ide omo kwa kwaji iska every amount for crosso ama ye de embago ato we de employment so ni Ghana 2030 to 2016 Benjamin meka che hama otimi employ bi government institution ayi munyi asa de ya wuntimi nya wunua ya oba no obebo na baso ye nyina ho enka na tia sembone ya so nya bibi ma waso ye monokro no omo meka che ye ba ya ketu one district one factory omo ni nipa dodo a sa de na employ omo and this for any kwa fa so creative factory e Ghana one district one factory no omo ni ya start ye ni nipa dodo a yetimi de afa omo wadwuma ni nyina ya de ye de unemployment situation ne so ye ba in the history of Ghana obi ni ho a wafa nipa dodo a health sector e chen na Nana Danko Akufo da mamuowe eti ode no person ka kire muni ekwa fa so create employment no mo pamba bi atana ne ye de o ma na hyensa ne ebu man no na mo tietie na mo hoye ye ba ye in my days say dem first submission na medical ka say NPP da be ye believe in private partnership agreement enti na ye this one district one factory ni ba obi a ne ho nso ne ho adware na de ye so na se ne etima boa no the last time na make say Dako farms eka the factory no ere I farms na egui 2 district one factory na ere and ye dia be so na say Dako farms what you must suffer into my pajare won ko hwe enipa dodo ya form Dako farms eno ne fa he ne baaye ni nyina aban ni ere ne modern bo a wo bo nti na ere nti na ye tuma farm amfo e wa adwumam enti ye mfiri no keke to be tena say ye timi create employment u baaye no wa ba ne baaye di no otimi kwiti ba kokora anka Ghana ka ebia imadiza uni na so ba enya bi se dem di ka kan nyame adom on the 7 aban yi nako fo na ye fa omo no enhyehyɛ ya aban di atuo absorb almost 60% wo all the various institutions ni no omatima ye adwuma so ade abo man Ghana no ye behu wo Ken Oforiatta 17 November budget oba be ready wo parliament etinye se bia ide ye ni kwakwa fa so solve unemployment situation they are there eguso aye solve ye no mendi si fo ba ye eno mo muja to wo no omo ba no mo be ye ya e ni se sabe ni pabre ego kira ya solve ye solve nie no eti Ghana for be kwa ye so eno na be ma Ghana for to so 2024 ye tima solve bibia ma na ide ama na kona wie ye se de na America no na ko staff from obi a oye na ko training bia se no wonya ensanuma obi a okwa office no wono so kwa kosuan bibi tete na kofo dodo na achima ketu omomadwuma a omoye ayas adisua wotifie ne yafa se bra office be bibia kwa wona no chima bibia ede usu ufiri ho a wobetimi dia bo ho bra ndc for dia de bo yenyanuma no mo padwuma ye bibi bia no mo yetimi de bo sa yenyanuma ye de no mo padwuma ye na mini eje ko Benjamin Edika ka so say Tescom and a form unemployment association. Mr. Mediza, Omontron, the do baby na ed an order dodo. Tescom, a student MPP rate, our tertiary institution. And unemployment association, a Kobia, a MPP, tertiary student confederacy of the new patriotic party. MPP ring, our tertiary institution, dear. And then equal form unemployment association. I didn't put on to Ghana for any sano. Edu baby a yenhwe kwakora be fa so a ye bebo ma Ghana atumpon entro bebre ni ti no mo da so to opposition no Ghana for so omutimi reading in between the lines yentimi hwe sa se betwitwa ntro na sorry ko what you say eti omuni bibia boa the teaming youth concerning on unemployment omontina se na omonhwe sa MPP ekwan ye fa so a ye solve unemployment situation no se be bibia betima ye fan na minia Benjamin emeka kire omo time no security services no omo ye recruitment omo chere ekwan ya no omo fa so yo omo de no omo de forms ne che omo free ana so utifia ne afro say fire service ana immigration omo chere say ye ne yaba ne ye turn forms 100 cities a omo chere NDC time de no omo ye no omo de employ security services nya twom say na doso ye puntimi nya ne ye ka ho asem NPP abaya ye boy homaden na Ghana no omunya NDC for Ghana for nya yes so say abaya betwam no from 2009 na nadu den kwakufor do na beto mampanyi kufor mamu ni so a enye ni say sabrinka ye nua no sala chen for fire service station no imadiza Ghana ehia aban mi say na nadu NPP amanyokuo eni betima sesa my Ghana enye ntrofo no ye control
anyway. Ya say any mo chamo keka mo ho ne yehunu so.
Yeguso me de we be si wa say yeguso pa.
Me pa show you me da se pa. Intino Uncle Benjamin.
Madiza.
Dr. B.
Mr. Pong. Yeah, in the place to be. Mr. Pong.
Dr. B, me pa cho me ba. Sesia no maka me rebe fi mu aka me problem. Sister bi de what the bibi Dixon. Me refi ne first name was me kan cha o say oye wo ye ni secret admirer. Mercy Dixon. Inti no maybe from a kind Dr. B ya na makai. Inti man kan obebo mo so man kan won hwe program bi. Inti no e wo se meka. E de chiro wo so wo chia o pa men kan o informant pa to asoma me.
Me dasi me enchi anko manu. Madiza.
Yes, papa.
Or inviting me beka the NDC for a year ni the kikan come. I come onto this program to speak the issues. Issue now wabe table no has to do with the current happenings, and I'm speaking to that issue. Sena in Crawford way, I raise the hopes of the youth and graduates are omuba out. And then they don't find place to work. Whilst we were told that coming into governance of the MPP, they are going to create opportunities for all, they are going to create jobs, and then in these times of Delta COVID, the deadly Delta COVID no ewoho, and tell me whether even the lives of these people are not being put to risk. Extortion, money, and at the end of the day, they are only served with disappointment. The brainer esu. That is what we have been invited to interrogate. So if you have solutions to them, bring it on board. But when you are inviting me to go and bring on a different topic, then Madiza per se yembe discussing what the NDC did when they were in power, then it's another thing altogether. But be as it may, no, like I say, I'm running away from it. No? I'm just giving him some high. Okay? You know, our way of making employment, you know, was to expand the economy, and by doing so, we may be creating jobs. Typical example, we invested $1 billion into Atuabo gas processing. That Atuabo gas project in a work on. And my 5,000 jobs.
Wow.
Just the establishment of it. Okay? And no gas here to do a lot of things, you know. We took care of over 60% of it. So we were expanding the economy at the same time creating jobs. We went into the hospital building. Whilst you are doing the building, you are employing your carpenters, your masons, your engineers, okay, your painters, and what have you. A new year, which is we call a temporary job, a new year, you now employ into it people who are coming from the training schools, be it nurses, doctors, paramedics, drivers, and what have you. So once you expand the economy, you create jobs alongside. And that is the smart way of how countries that have developed, no, or more. And schools in all these schools, don't forget that a lot of them will take mathematics teachers, a lot of them will take science teachers, English teachers, and what have you. So you can just imagine, say you all these school a year, how many teachers would it take? What did they make an ask? We were also converting a lot of the universities into technical universities. Send a buyer to equip those children coming out of those technical universities, you know, fit the purpose in the job market. So this was how we were creating jobs alongside whilst we developed the country. Tell me what they have done. Now, Kobna Dakun, who setting as example, we knew Kobna Dakun far back. Election far back. We knew him to be in business far back. Going to support somebody in business is not something new. In fact, NDC also go and ask the pharmaceutical companies. We supported them financially, what we call stimulus package. But we didn't stand on the rooftop to trumpet it as you are doing. One village, one dam, is a sham. In fact, your own minister, said, what they were serving the people was not anything meaningful. It was not a meaningful dam. And that if we want a meaningful dam, we don't expect her to give us a meaningful dam with 250,000 cities. Job creation and yet say they need job creation. But we are talking to a particular issue, and that is the concerns that we need to address. What is on the table today? What is on the table today is that the teeming youth of Ghana are calling for jobs that has been promised them by this administration, who have mastered in empty sloganeering, in lies, in deceit, in propaganda, just to, win the minds of the people for elections. And after that, the only people who see improvement in their lives are the ministers, the MPs, and the party in power. That is the issue at stake here. The spectacle you have seen outside there, DSC won't cry. Any DSC will come. We have not been to the north. We have not been to Brongahafo or Volta region to see the quantum of people who we thought they all have jobs. Because what Oforiatta is telling us in the 2020 mid-year budget, he made us aware that per the data he has, they have created 3,576,380 jobs. Where are those jobs? You should come and tell us. Where are those jobs? Give us the breakdown of that 3 million jobs. Mwankasa Monko, your paragraph 140 of the mid-year budget, and come and give us the breakdown. They are all concocted lies, which has no legs to stand on. And that is the fact. Issue now, President Mahama's way of developing the country, expanding the economy, and alongside creating jobs, is the way to go. I think that will come in the next issue. That will come in the next issue, so that we see for ourselves whether you people are living up to expectation. And you can't job issue now. It's a serious thing. It's a security threat. And then a lot of people engaging in all manner of things, These are results of joblessness. People become frustrated. Some people have to, cross the desert, do all manner of unthinkable things just to survive. And there's so much hope. Some of them invested in this current administration, thinking that their coming into power is a panacea. In fact, he was coming to do the unthinkable, say, Obeye Bibi Sronku, something extraordinary. And a lot of them are left disappointed. And that are the realities on the ground. So, Samuba Namukofa papers ni Niama, the same thing. Omukachre say in the formal sector, Oma created over 700,000 jobs. Only for us to discover on the your friend is saying controller and accountant general. Once the controller and accountant general, on will cross-check every worker, public sector worker, via a one table. Numbers are almost all the Mayanu. 558,094 workers in a war. Meanwhile, these 558,094 workers from the accountant general, MPP is quoting, say, Omukita over 700,000. Look at the disparities. I mean, it does not match. Something doesn't seem to add up. You just create figures out there, give it to Baumia to come and lie to everybody that you have created jobs, non-existing jobs. We are looking for those jobs we can't find. If you come and engage in such propaganda, the recruitment exercise will expose you. I rest my case.
Thank you so very much. Meda dofo say omoje breno mo hwe Fatao Nelson ebe hwe Hilda Ewua ama Santua se Makata Dr. Lawrence Ericus Mogabi Anna Eric Asenso Boatin Anna Jonah Anna Abungo eso ebe hwe mesramo wa mama udi no comfort pena eso aba abehwe nti no wa mama udi no mehu antwero ebrepam no ye pon program no a ye mema obi a reply fefefe se de se e wo mrepam na momfa nchaye ya na ye mre ni swa nti mrepa no ye be hyehyɛ ye niema yie se be ye be kakra mre ni kɔ nanim ye wone pa bebre e de be mama ye be nsachira changes bebre ewum inti medamase ni obi bia wahwe amentimi amoni di mesrew fache mebrepam no mema we inti na ebekwa ye second topic so inti no Mr. Opon wo honom a ombra na yemfa enhyehye so. Yes, Mr. Opon. Inti Mr. Opon, your second topic ni ebe treaty ye kano say there seems to be an emergency of no bail syndrome in our judicial delivery system. Into what is the way forward? We know. And answer back on when you be a come out bit media. There 2 minutes be there. I
Well, when some Benjamin Becker, so I wouldn't say be a cam. I was a chichi free. Na
uti tipu na emre no kona wantimi anya masabu
moving into 2024 no yeni propaganda na no odin enti brano bia wose chichi propaganda no ya chichi free wona Ghana fo hu no kore na ewum no sebe ya obi abehu ba bi ode na bato won ebefa imadiza me to question na mami Benjamin o say you speak to issues enti ya ban wo so no e de ne ye ka ho asem na wono na ban no wa ma se na ban no ko ne yeso ye bai enti wo dia wo bai ne de na wo ye kan dia wo se enye no ho asam ne yeka na ya ba wo so de ne yeka ye beto mo enti kade mo ye ya mu ho a ye ba ye ntima nto aso employment money policy bia direction bia mo di create employment amagana for who can infrastructure the infrastructure who see dan si wa create employment mo bi carpenter ni mason no osi dan ni we no okotena fia obeda didi NDC for the do ba bia ya na minim se o ma sheda ebu ba ye o se ye din yo wodwen kra wonte ase ima diza me ba me se create na ko ima Uganda wonte na uhu na kofo ni bi da
oh mati abroso ba mo ye ntwia o moka o
diza nye na ko no wahu anase wonhu se ye tu o moka ne de wahu
o secondary mehu eno de
school feeding uni school feeding uni abaya de bae uni mama ye for school feeding on the bae
minim
metro mass uni abaya de bae
ko for e de ya
metro mass uni abaya de bae health insurance uni abaya de bae
ai
free SHS uni abaya de bae bibi na me pesa mini Benjamin emeka magana for nti say yesu e bae no
di aka ya papa ni nyina ma de so na de nkoyie na de obisame a memfiu
ema diza minim se andi eno ma be 7 na maka no mini Benjamin no bi na me pesa obeka se NDC bae
ayo
2016 yesu e di bibi se bae ema Ghana for ho ha o enyi yesi dan edan na mutie no kwa contractors mo nti omuka sabe ye to na fa ni ye twa contractors ka wo so se mo si dan wo si dan no waso wo employment situation anka enu mo salary e wa wiem so mo kope ai fire service ai forms ato edu ba bia omunya saade na omo keka no mo ba no mo create jobs ni bi within 2009 to 2016 anka enu mo ahehe omo bebre e wo Ghana economy o si o create infrastructure economy under IMF etimi create etimi a strong economy mahama time o si ya renam na aka dompe ima diza wo nam ho na we na kadompa ubenye skare na dia odia chi infrastructure one president na musi
no ka de makraman
etu we na mama na kadompa wo ye denye ska edi sidan wo contractors na kwani nam dan ho se o manti man sidan no ana o maga ho na sabe afani yes
eno ne de maame nka asem kakra bi na mra ne medi anya aka ho nana say president papa no nana no say ye friend is saying or see MPP NDC for far MPP JM for MPP for nkwa NDC for nkwa ntina wantwe omuka no ntino eno no de deliberate scan o so fa ma omo eno ye kan se mafia we
da bia na meka se edu wa bia wo hwe wo chiefo omo no benya problem o unse the way we see case enye sa na tie
sa
dabi wo yesa de omo no benya problem say ye your free backstage no ma ekoso no unse asema wo kan enim sa contractors no omo anya adwuma no ye wa anya adwuma ye first come show nsem oni asafa kira register no say ne enu mandisi for ye no contractor ni adwuma ko no mo tue ska man kama safa kira ko diska ye nya ne sa ye ba be hwese adwuma no wa ye ansa ne etua oka edan ya osisi mu si dan ye da di kama enti ye ntua omuka enu tese bia na omo ye ndisi fo nti ne ntua omuka ye ni mandisi fo contractors omo si dan ye tua omuka wan si dan na ye ntua oka etimi nua Benjamin o mama Ghana fo nyina hu social intervention policy omo de bae e be create employment e ma youth employment policy be na omo de bae omo de bebu youth mo youth no munya ne so emu omo so na mo de yae propaganda si esi dan usi dan na ye anya ima diza timisraw edu wa bia na mo ani shu na wo ka no na me pesa me dia mi ka dia bi to na wo de ye mfato wonim se Andrew Solomon na dan fo ne Yewura Mahama eti wo be so che me Andrew Solomon sa gay activist no Andrew Solomon wonim se na dan fo Mahama eti wo be so che
me yo bi adamfo nti adamfo de fe nye me
na mo ene na do atwa picture no nkire se for sika koma na mo ano na na do metua
na no de na advert kese
advert and so so ne twa mutwo ene John Mahama
no de advert o na se eno ma fa advert we de advert na na do jam de na ma fa advert
omo de John Mahama airline book my first school this wonim say Andrew Solomon no baby ni chocho mucho no
na so baby
etu mahama
so ni chocho mucho no so otimi bie na no kan say onso so gay nsensem so
anu tina metu say
and gay ya kan say broni enkrofo say o lesbian so sana na danfo ne Nana Akufo-Addo any ya pictures no and so ya advert ana
tina metu say
so for me part to aso
why intelligent to you after the mentor so dem metre ne say entina me pese o kire say na mo ane na na kwotwa picture na ni nyina so say wo say odu sika kwotwa because na mo ane pese picture what you say because obi a wadanfo ne private life no different from maybe a political life Mahama Adamfo ne Ndu Solomon kire say what you say
Nana do so Adamfo ne broni sewa broni eno so nya hwe
na enya hwe na say Adamfo enya hwe me
example na wo matrem o matre prime minister bia boye gay ono so na dan for permanent Nanado Nanado dia ko mo afo bebe
wo broni yoba Ndu Solomon bema
Mahama so you see na say wa broni ye gay you are lesbian
by my this I don't make a sawia na bia wo be bi kan wakaba de pesa metre ne say yenua Benjamin on o magana fo nyina hu say ukechi usisi dan infrastructure no Mahama na ka say exercise mediocrity obi aban bi esi infrastructure aban bi infrastructure ene imadiza ya agenda 111 aye be si hospital si ene say obi abanya adwuma ya Ghana aketi employment nyina wi
agenda 11188 ne kura anya adwuma 111 ne be ya adwuma nyanko fa ye nuru ho
imadiza
yes Mr. Pong yes Mr. Pong
yen kasa keke enti dia me pese mini abani ya we ne say infrastructure no exercise in mediocrity aban bia eketi infrastructure omfa de ba ba bo chima youth no munya adwuma
na
no kan wase mediwe no ebesi wa ase imadiza me ba topic na me ba second topic ne so dia me pese me kan say ya Ghana system na ewo no we are governed by rule of law emra adwuma ewo man Ghana kuro na ho watrasa yekura emra adwuma wo se na nsen na mo say fix the country Ghana for na de nam say fix the country so ya aware say country na ya fix no na say the okay there's no emergency base syndrome no enye sa na tie imadiza with the case eco police station omo de mra na ye adwuma say the make no police for e wo mra abanjuma adwuma bia wo mo yeden e wo mra a wo de ye adwuma say with the case eco police station ye the current celebrities issue yeden e nyina so a Shachawali ni medical ne revenue usu bempa ne nasefo no eno no omko ya ma ombo ni kire se bia the judicial service no bia bibiboni bi ekoso ho emra na eye adwuma Ghana is governed by rule of law yem obi amfa emra na eden enhye ne nsema na se enhye ni boto se omampa na den kokufo ado kwa eden ofom a eden emra no eni ni bedi enti yentimi
eno dia obo emra ne ni eno kwa de me nka ma no ntum Nana Akufo-Addo foma na ha wakum sinkra ni na ni na omampanyin na ni bedi ma Mr. for me pa to aso
imadiza interjection we dey na no odion ama me flow kakra
e pa to me nya biem
me dasi dey make an say Ghana na ye chen emra ye adwuma enti wo di asem eco police station na say what police for enu nya problem na wokọ na ya mawo bela enu nkire se bia de aban no enu wo problem ye was security by the security reasons e ka hu bi is one of the major factors enu ntina eden enu ntina wo di what eco police station eden yen grant to emergency bill e wo ho ano celebrities are more issue raising and saying Ghana no edu ba bia they all have supporters intelligence e wo ground side any favorable police services no eden omo granting bill Emma hey enkosi e wo ba bia they also act on intelligence omunim de cross our grounds eti bibi o be bia na eden enyi se bia eden ya ban na ya adwen se ye ba be ye be ma no mama ye dendenden ama amanfo da bi ade a ye ya eden ye de boa ama eden ama pepepe ye ya eden akoso e wo man Ghana ye fix Ghana no enye se bia mo ka se fix the country no e bi foforo sabe na fix the country na ekoso no ye hwe se obi a mfamra ne hye ne nsem wo be ye bibia ene Ghana mra eden ebo bra na eden aban eden ene ubedi police for beto omo safro omo to safro ne etotowa no na asema eden unyina so na eden eni nyina so papa bia eden ye do be kwa kwatwiri mu kakra de eden ya pa baby kakra mo wada woda ko na agin be fi eden na wo lawyer so nya asem papa e katra ban na eden ni ya you ni ya prepare for eden se bra na se be kan wasem bi ento mo ya grant omo be oni nyina eden na enye se bia eden mo emergency bill se bia o kan no enye sa na chie na mo reasons nti ehun be hia say eden asem ba ye be kan mo down the situation because enu make so ba nyina obi a our supporters obi a our followers eden omudi omachi enu kan hu bi ana omo act on intelligence enti na basa na eden e wo say ye ma abotre ye dwodwo no makakra ansa na eden ansa na ye tima grant omo bill na bibia so tima akoso we nyina so de da ho ama manfo hu se obi entimi mfa ne pe enye bibi o man Ghana se we bibia na wo show dem kwa na we na wo do phone etwa betu social media wo to dem ya beba befa wo because Ghana na enye wo dia ye bua ama sanity aba Ghana ye fix Ghana no ni ye fix your attitude imadiza ya fix your attitude da aban no entimi fix Ghana said ye kan no enti Ghana no aban no fix Ghana no na wo individual no so fix wo one fix wo ade aban no baby ade enye ba sabe de dan pare police ni de wo ye den a ye be fix wo gise bia wa anya de because ye hwese Ghana pepepe ye be ye adwuma ye hwese amamboyefo bia mechana Ghana no monye de omo pe ye hwe de enya medical ye uti kam na twitwitu a ade utwitu ni de akoye e wo se utwitu ni akoye eti ye friend no enye bibi boni bi enti ne ye friend no
what you America for
the Shatawali no or Quasifian panic. Eti was a friend near to Tunano. What you say to Tunano, the entire idea, Bibisa band the trim. What you say, Yenia a South comedy guy, your friend say a funny face. You heard the funny face or live video, I know why. And someone knock can I say, and fuck him. Who did it in paying for China and as a point, police for 2 months afro, near baby Mauda, near Shishawa Jumukakra. Bibia ko ya ne asamu obafie eno nkyere se bia de o man na de bibi fufuro bia bi nsi da eyamamu papa na eya adwuma aban ne face country no eti ebesere se nuanum Ghana for moa ne em face country no what you say they put institutions Ghana no institutions ne ya adwuma o man obi a ho beto no what you say sabia me no ka say no the police institution no is working obi aso dia dance say the police institution is working uye bibi no anye ni ya beto obi hu ano wanya se bianka ye bepe baby amoda emripam no ni ama akofie
Mr. Pam me pacho me the 10 minutes ka ho ntina aso
imadiza me da se wo da ma me mfansi wa ase me da se
me pacho you me da se Uncle B Uncle Benjamin
yeah Madiza utime ngadi
me pacho me tell kai your second topic na so.
Yeah, maybe our second topic also. Menu anunti asese.
Champion page.
Say you see building Emma employment. We are not just saying something in a vacuum. Say any jinaso. Damboche ubisana obeka chiro. Ubisana poa obeka chiro. Ubisa ajima menua obeka chiro. It was one building mama ni mills omusi editu ho eye Legon hospital no saved their life. That building no has housed a lot of workers. It has created employment for doctors, for nurses, for paramedics, for drivers, gardeners, watchmen, and what have you. Aduane kra ye serve patients wo ho no. Ebinom na ye sa adwuma no. So just one building. Adwuma na omo ye no, that was what saved Napo. SAV, the health minister, Ajimamenu, a okotwa ye tubo ewo Russia ye chi no. Any dambotwe no. So if you are telling me say who build the BBR, it doesn't create job, then you don't know what you are saying. Hospitals are now bounded as you afari. If you operationalize it, you will come and tell me how many workers it has taken. If you don't appreciate how people make progress, how people create opportunities and create jobs and economy, this is what you will come and sit down and say, who sit down, ya sit down ewo kotokraba. Sa down kotokraba na ya si atu hono. Go and see how many people are having their daily bread in it. Kejetia ye no fufro a munne bibia mube compare to Kejetia no. It brought a lot of expansion to accommodate people to do business in a very good environment. We also expanded Tema and Takrady ports. Kaneno number of vessels are here processing in a day. No, we sort of almost doubled it. And what that does mean, it translates into job creation. It expands the economy. So if you don't have basic understanding of how economies grow, then you come and sit down here and make mockery of yourself. I'm sorry to say this. And it's a say, obisi Diana, no one creative job. Diana who sin ankasano, you put a lot of people at work. Na enu year, you employ permanent people into it. Schools now, the schools in itself will not educate the children. The schools will have to take in people coming from the teacher training colleges, employ them, and they will teach the students now on impact knowledge into them. So if you don't have understanding about this, then a bad thing say obi explain natural. Now, issue now would have to has it borders on rule of law, and in every democracy, the backbone of every democracy is rule of law. Now, say rule of law no enye juma, then I think we have a problem somewhere, and we need to fix that problem. Now, under this administration, it looks as if say the rule of law, either it is not existing or it is existing for some people, and for some people it is not existence. And we have to look at it from different perspectives. Now, SARS syndrome here has to do with the fact that a man for the court, who says that medical way, that is fine. That is something that needs action. But in that application of that action should be backed by law. And what is the law saying? Law ni say, who are arranging before court in 2 days, looking at their offenses, some of them borders on this misdemeanor. And even our Supreme Court have ruled, say, no case can be described as unbailable. On the back of this, Abayin Etisui, the court itself has even ruled, say, a prime suspect in the case of Adams, MPP for Ankasa Eddie acid kogu niso. Eye Gregory Afoku. The court itself granted him bail. Abayin said la. They will not allow the guy to proceed on bail. And the court has kept quiet because there's somebody within the corridors of power who is calling the shots. And look at how the justice delivery system, you know, how it is working. Your police force, you know, is under the control of this administration. They use it as a tool to kill a lot of cases. For example, Yetiha ena yechi obi say wa organizer among for the call Australia. Say they are journalists. Yechi omono. Omusi eye Pius Ajide onwani minister ni boss indicted him. They took this guy to CID. CID for Ambe country since then up to today. It was the president himself who stood at Koforidua to make an announcement that Pius Ajide has been cleared. Where is the report that cleared Pius Ajide? Nothing.
Into your man. Into your man. Let's just say, Rana Ghana Mrano. It's me Fabimo and Fabimo. It's me not just a way I yes, not just a way I hypocrite.
Exactly.
Aha.
Now,
okay, that's all to us.
Okay, say, your friend is saying, okay, say, almost party Hiasika, and your Muka Galamsey. Muka Galamsey. Galamsey is in them by, you know. Professor Frimpong Boatin, on one kasa ko reportee ekwewusi to the CID. What has happened to that case? What it be won?
Debbie.
Yamutu. Again, Yawaha, it took the lawyer of Charles Bisu to come and announce to us that Charles Bisu has been cleared by the CID. Where is the report? Is the lawyer the final authority who pronounces verdict on a case before CID? Can't the CID itself come out? Then that can be happening in the Banana Republic. Even if I say banana, that one is even good. Rotten Banana Republic. That should be happening over there. And not in the modern democracy. Me pacho yewaha and omankasa si omakochi nam1. Nam1 yeah omankasa promise yes because of politics. They promise to pay all those people. And then ombeka say it is not registered under Bank of Ghana. But omankasa kochi nam1. What has happened to that case? Somebody is telling them not to proceed forward. That case Yamutu. Okay, say omupo na omudi asem call CID na ubia entochia yemfanche. President himself, the president of the land, Michre Akrano, Nanano, he himself.
Okay.
Echo reportee.
The man of the moment.
Echo reportee. Yeah. Onankasa ko reportee. Your friend is saying, Kwesi Nyantechi. Kwesi Nyantechi, see, Obama Nanado, 5 million. Ama, your friend is saying, Baumia, 3 million. Na, Kennedy Japan, su, Yashushe 2 million, Biama Omu. Chese, Waonim, Ebusiantemfa. Nanado himself went to report Nyantechi. What has happened to that case? So this is the system. Oh, this is the system we are operating. They will take a step for everybody to see that some action is being taken. Behind the scenes, they tell you that is the end of the story. a new scandal will come and take off that. So that is what we are being served with. But the point is that we want to refine our judicial system. When people go and they are to be prosecuted, if they deserve bail, they should be given bail. It looks as if you're designing some kind of bail. Who say, go and bring a live lion for you to be granted bail, knowing very well, say, only for them to detain you. And this culture is crippling into our body politic, our democratic dispensation, and we need to put stop to it because it is against human rights. It is against, the Constitution. And we need a fair judicial system. We need a system so obi from irrespective say we MPP ni ana NDC ni no emrano anybody. But here is the case. We are seeing clear cases of NPP people who have been implicated in a case, and we have not seen any development on that story. It is as if say before the story even arrives, it is dead on departure and buried on arrival. So I think say it is about time we make the judiciary understand say they should go by the tenets of their profession. Omusikainu esese etwaha. But it looks as if they are being controlled by the powers that be, and that should not be the way forward. It is dangerous for our democracy, and in the next 3 years, this government will be out of office, and there, some of them may be seeing their smoothness level. Because government here, it has failed and failed abysmally, and Ghanaians are just waiting to kick them out. Omu MPP for na nkasakra say Ebikra kachire me say every day if he wakes up, he goes to visit his voting ID card. Why? It's because of the unbearable hardship of Mabe Kriti our system no.
MPP ni na kai.
MPP ni pa now say unim say me down for nyina MPP for. Me down for nyina most of them. Bakukra ka say obehwe me. Oh, Debbie. This time they who say you see eji appointed near waji war. This time crowd omusun cry chen NDC for no. Sa bo dia MPP for dia. Last cry the everybody and he say abronye cry say on kasama MPP bill. Because there's nothing to defend.
Serious.
Every day they are increasing fuel, excruciating hardship. I mean, doctors are even on strike, and a whole lot. There's confusion everywhere. Year of Rose and Basu. So the cry out there is just unbearable. One. Now, when you say at least government no be brain now they cut down on some of their luxury. But what are we seeing? And then we are called high jet. Now yasisa obroni yasisa obroni dia boom. Na ye di no see. One na ye chucha selfie. Na ye modeling flight no. And I said, Bibia we are, I said, President West or Jare. Bibia we are, says or Jare. Entina Jare no air basuna need to come Muntiasian. Enti Madiza, the air can say, your judicial system, and then look at what is happening in the country. Insecurity.
Uncle Ben, patch so many up, Mamma.
Yeah, me summon up no insecurity a possible your mind any judicial system. People are even losing confidence in this judicial system. And then, thank God, people think that Mr. Dampari will be doing well. It is early in the day. We think that so far, so good, but he should make sure, say, people want to test him. Say, Kobani said it is a politician, whether he will have that courage to take on politicians just as he's taking on the other people of society. That is where we will measure him as to whether he's up to the task or not. But for now, no, the judicial system has been, for me, they have not lived up to expectation. I think, say, there are a lot of things that you see that it is, excuse my language, they are seen to be a bit biased, because in justice delivery, they said justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be done. And if people sit back and watch the delivery system, now a bit biased, then people tend to lose confidence in the judicial system. And what that means, ASA, on himself, on fair trial. So he will take the law into his own hands. And now Wabuno, and now, I mean, he settles the scores over there, and that will not help society. And on that note, Meda in our way for now.
Meda Sepana, Dr. Lawrence Apia, SO Shemi, me who is screen so I test me private. Kwabne Jamie Abema, Anna me papa pa, Nana Boating. Me da say that the no so private chat me because me who know so me wie kra me ana minia be marketwa Joseph me da say what the ya we ma me Joseph Elom me da say papa into no Mr. Paul why on brani entwaso
ayi madiza.
Yes, Mr. Point. Mr. Point, me pacha a brany a brain to me over 4 minutes. Make a sabio me be some question. Na yen boko.
Mini Benjamin me penasem pass that we see point back on never say me tisa point in the free of us me their channel. Me sign in the beshi and me kwa kwa ho asoma ba. Some na ye ka ho asem no. Em say baby Aminia Benjamin a state of a emergency syndrome yakofa no what then am scandal ana MPP aban ye say ana ya clear no and ye say ya clear no enti Aminia Benjamin ti clear no without any evidence and say ye begina ho ana ya ka kire say bia den kofi na ekoda enti ni refi ono omo time no ma ekoso ana say omo de ana office omo ni aban mu nti omo de bibie ni ekoso omo aban mu ana enyo omo time na Ghana e ko Brazil no we free anka what Ghana wonim de sie ana so Aminia Benjamin ni Ghana kura we free anka what committee members anima na what ni so no etina Ghana fo ahu edi entina na what ni so a president Jaden eyi ni free baby ano ade bu ho a asem ba ana say police for ayo moduma yemfa propaganda asem na entonche police service na institution what you say ye hwani ya strengthen institution na moboa na ye nyina ya hwani ya stretching institution no hwena yamfa anya propaganda so what you say because I can say ye propaganda ye nyina betima ka bi ade ye betima ka bi ade afọ ma aban ho ade Jesus scandal ba imagine na ni Ghana aban be so na
me wa Ghana mete pa
sa smart bus metro masa ye ka
wo be me kopia meti yo meti ye
question na me busa so na ye host enti we are there na matwa so
me ya we
smart bus branded scandal by say mo ko branded bus keke mo ko branded bus ye de boy kwa mo ni bus ne na me ba bi na mo say ko branded 3.6 million Ghana cedis says can fa hin so what you say what you
na so ko tu nia de what you say
Mutu and this for corruption at Duromo. What I say? Yet you are Sada issue by a woman of first Sada issue by a MPP and us and this. Yes, I'm a million four saga in the coffee.
But them. A sad and in so many them.
President Hambo because of Ford, no. One of them, President
Ford, and I be any home.
Emma did also in Gentile media who can go to Quanama to us, make us a canoe, but maybe some people ask I said, I have penny under NBC. What you say?
I have penny.
Yeah, I don't know my person with the tomb. What you say? I might do $1 million. Yes, $600 million. Aaron Hammer, F.A. Kuchikwa, I married you, or the man, Ibrahim Hammer, without under so sourcing. Abra woman and pass it to competitive trading. A two international Katasumo, Mama say, now we're transferring Saudi, we go clean. What Bamba had be a party to the Mama channel. Open so much, say. Gun for
power Branasso.
My desire. Ubamuka cranky, my mini, watch my medicinal. The better when you're not in say, a mamma yebuno, a idea, yes, she show mine, a man a coyanim. What if say, and no, my yes, show my gun, penno, no, what brown was it, Asham Rana say. We are working on the rule of law and running a year, Juma. What you say, Ghana for a pediat, another day, Cocufuado, and you almost some sabbat to MPP. Yes, we need 2024. No, it said Ghana for near when no man young men this for propaganda no more no, and no dear and troca can or mucha. What you say, the minimum say, and throw up and Ghana for fun to the Chandy and another than Cocufuado. And Nutina, yes, we all said, ye baby defend your binding you my oil. Now Ghana for you know, you better do 2023. Ghana Dia MPP amana buy near dia compare NDC for 8 years 2024 Ghana for 2 years so me de manu be so ase me da ase
me pacho yo me da ase eni Uncle Ben me pacho beba mu entem na yaye na ebre no kwa na eko Uncle Ben pacho 4 minutes.
Yeah,
now they are summing it up.
Yeah, so asema ye kano about police in Niamano. We are talking about confidence in the police administration. Ebe den ena nipa benya jidie wo mu. Omo jumapa ena bema yanya jidie wo mu. This is an institution under this administration. Omo head atina ho akachire say we know where the Takrady girls are. Very soon, we shall unite them with their families. And Chebia na MPP Fuankasa Omuchama Freddie Blay, the newspaper, Edibetu just said, the Takrady girls have been found and they have been sent to a nearby health facility for screening. And very soon, they will reunite with their families. So Takrady girls, where are they? So if an established institution like the CID can come and lie to the whole nation, raising false hopes to these people, how do we have confidence in such an institution? Don't forget, say, they have a history where Omubeba na yakase Omunko operations, only for them to go and kill innocent people. Zongo 7. Omakumomu free. What has happened to that investigation? These are lives of people. Where is the accountability? Ombeka said they are investigating, and that is the end of the story. Zongo 7, MPP 4, and NDC 4, they are all MPP people, and you should be demanding accountability from them. And you better now person will defend you because your government is in power. Now, Ubeka about what's it called? Corruption, MPP talking about corruption. Mobile Australia up to now, one visa Are you telling me, say, you cannot go to Australian embassy to establish who secured the visas for those fake journalists? Is it beyond the government to do that? 5 million liters of contaminated oil lost under your watch. What has happened to Alfred Obin? Nothing. He's left off the hook. Part who become your friend is saying branded bus branding. I want to say people were made to refund those monies. The minister was punished and relieved of her post. Actions were taken in the Jia Sada issue. What has happened to you people? 500 excavators. Excavator, a year excavator, etmira. Up to now, it has not been accounted for. Under COVID-19, a month for a woo. Munkoto a drumbra, a nusu chobo kahu. A draw or higher Russia, Munkoto, they see it is even under $10. $9 BBBBB. Omudu beji 19. And a chiwom. Nkrofo kache say 510 million deal Mama went into a merry deal. No? It was with corruption. Because of that, omu kwa renegotiate. Ye baba beshenu, Nana Akufo-Addo and his MPP government has added $800 million onto the merry deal. But for the vigilance of the opposition, no, we would have been shortchanged. Ye boy bukata na ye the M adani ye W na ye the 6 adani ye 9.
Inti
ye chi wo mo no
akoba mpacha o samine apama me no.
No ye chi wo mo no na nanano se wonim nanano ebe ka kire ye say I was
for papa bin.
Say I was misled na edible mind. So when it comes to corruption, don't even go there, because we expect people who come with equity, who call for equity, to come with uncontaminated hands, not the hands of MPPR. Say about corruption, wanton dissipation of our country's resources. They are so guilty like anything. Until we are waiting for 2024 to kick them out of office. Now yabe tuya ejumapasu by JDM. On this note, meda obiasi nya konyawe. Mmadiza
Yo. Medase pa mefa kwanyawe so na mada me guest ase Mr. Opon ase we MPP ni o Germany ana uncle Benjamin so ase ono so ye NDC ni a o Austria. Meda obi bia ase ahwefo ase say moje bre na mo hwe ye nti Nyankopon hyira mo dio ohwere airtime bia no Nyankopon enhye na na mu afa so no said da meka no wo de okọ Adiza Waslin Adiza Sambo so the Facebook messenger page so a wo hia airtime no a na wo de wahala me ho keke metwa watum ti mefa kwanya we so bio no madam producers ase ama Rosie me da ase papa say de bia me wo me ho abotre eni obi bia nti e wane da sanne me da yes.
Yeah. Na, na, na.